fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Skeletor from the new Masters of the Universe Origins line. Now I know that this guy is a little old hat at this point, but I'm still super excited for him. My Walmart has been very much hit or miss when it comes to these new toys. I know they're exclusive to Walmart right now. They were supposed to be out everywhere August 1st, but my Walmart, I think, got a case that was like all He-Man and Skeletor, and that was it. They had a ton, but it was just those two. And then I had a Battle Cat I found eventually. But looking online has been very hit or miss as well, so I'm hoping eventually these things will get easier to find. But I'm still super excited. He looks great. Love the retro packaging. I mean, exactly like the original packaging. You have the exploding red rocks, the blue night sky. Very, very cool there. Coming around to the back, you have this beautiful artwork. Looks excellent. Even has these little cross cells to kind of mimic the original packaging. They had like spring-loaded gimmicks and things like that, which I'm glad they took out, but they just kind of show now how he has articulation and can hold his weapons, just to, you know, so they have something to put there. And then you have the other figures that are available, which is very cool as well. So I'm super excited for this. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and like I said, the packaging is just so perfectly nostalgic. I absolutely love it. Gonna go ahead, get him out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. So here is Skeletor out of the packaging, and real quick I just wanted to show off the mini comic that he comes with. If you saw my video for He-Man, it is exactly the same mini comic. Apparently it seems that all of Wave 1 is going to come with the exact same comic, so you'll have a few of these by the time we're done with Wave 1. So, but overall he looks great. Now I did notice right off the bat, unfortunately mine has kind of a bum hand, and you can actually unpeg these not too difficultly. So you can see here how it's just kind of warped. So just be careful when you're checking the packaging. It still moves and it connects decently enough. It's just like the peg, I guess, is warped, or this piece of plastic itself is warped. I'm thinking about maybe just contacting Mattel and seeing if they can just send me a new left hand, because really that's all I need. They send me a left hand, I can pop it right in. These are very easy. Apparently they come apart like all together. You can pop off at the waist, pull the arms out, pull the head off. You could even mix and match with other characters, which is kind of neat. I'm not going to showcase that so much here, but it is nice for situations like this where this is a little bent, and if I can just get them to send me like a new hand, I can just pop this one out and pop the new one back on. There we go. But in the meantime, it still works. It's just a little loose. But he looks good overall. I do like the look of Skeletor here. Just such a brilliant blue. Very bright, very fun. The pieces here on the back, the harnesses, very similar to the original. The way you pop them in and like kind of ratchet them down on these little clips. The way these peg in like that. So you could take those off if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but you can see that they're a little loose. He's got a ball joint for the head, so that moves all the way around like that. Shoulders have a hinge as well as a swivel. You have a hinge and swivel in the elbows as well. Then you have a bend and swivel in the wrist. You can see this one is much better, seeing as how this one is not bent. So you can see it there. You have a waist swivel. You have a hinge and a kick a little bit, not too forward, I gotta be honest. Then you have a hinge and a swivel in the knee as well. Plus you have a boot swivel. And then you have a hinge and a side-to-side rock in the ankle. So really a lot of articulation. Really very nice. Like it quite a bit. Accessory-wise, he comes, of course, with the Havoc Staff, which he can hold in his hand very simply, just like so. He looks great. He also comes with his half of the Power Sword, which looks good, and if you have He-Man's Power Sword as well, you can connect them together. He-Man's side has 2 pegs, this has 2 peg holes, so you can go ahead and put them together just like the original toy to make the full Power Sword to gain access to Castle Grayskull, which I think is pretty cool. I'm glad that they kept that alive. I know a lot of people want each of them to have a full sword, and I get that. Because honestly, just having 2 halves of a sword, it seems kind of flimsy, but when you put them both together, they do look pretty cool. So I'm glad that they kept the gimmick from the original toy line, but I think they did say, I think at the PowerCon interview they did, they understand that people want full swords, and there's a lot of opportunities coming up. So probably, you know, in like the next version of He-Man, maybe he'll get the full power sword. So you could take it from that character and pose it with your normal He-Man if you'd like. Actually having trouble getting these apart now. Apparently once they are fused, they are not meant to be unfused. Alright, come on now. I don't want to bend them too much. There we go. There we go. It can be done. So, take He-Man's, put that back. Now, he doesn't have like a holster, a dedicated holster or sheath, whatever you want to call it, like He-Man does. You can kind of, this is what I used to do as a kid, just kind of tuck it in there. Something like that. It's not terrible. It kind of works. But yeah, He-Man had like a dedicated little spot to slide it through. You can also just take it and put it on this hand, since it has that like holder piece to put the fingers through. It can be done. There we go. So he can hold both weapons at the same time, which I appreciate. So I really do think he looks great. I really absolutely love the posability. I love how much it resembles the original figure, the retro look. The Skeletor face is great. They kept that kind of green and yellow skull from the original toy, gave him those red pupils. Well, not even pupils, really, just the whole eye sockets, I guess I should say. Overall, really, really good. I just need a better hand. But honestly, him dropping the sword is not even because of the wrist. I just need to get this on better. There we go. But yeah, overall, absolutely love this. Cannot wait to get more of these. I'm having a ton of fun with the Origins line so far. Like I said, it's just so nostalgic for me. I was a big fan of Master of the Universe when I was a kid. When I was very, very young, like 2 or 3, my dad used to buy them for me. And so it's so great to see them back. And the articulation expanded, and just everything about this makes me happy. I'm so happy He-Man's back, and they're affordable too. That's the other thing. Like I watched classics come out over the years, but they're always so expensive I couldn't fully jump into them. But you know, these are at Walmart. Eventually they'll be at Target, wherever else wants to sell them. $15 a piece, very reasonable. So I can't recommend them enough. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.